Hello, I'm Dr Gareth and Laura, and I'm a puzzle author, but in this video, once again, I won't be writing puzzles, I will be solving them. And in fact, in particular, today we're going to be doing one of the Unlock game adventures, a new one, Ticket to Ride, which I'm looking forward to, aren't you, Laura?
Me
This
too.
is Laura, she'll be
Hi.
helping me solve.
Hello.
And here we go, so we'll start by taking the shrink wrap off.
Yeah.
Now, Laura's only ever done one Unlock game before, haven't you?
That's true, and we escaped in time. We were successful, so I've got high hopes for this. I have played Ticket to Ride before, so I don't know how much of an advantage that's going to be to us now, but I'm excited.
That's a fair question. I don't know how strongly themed it will be. Right, okay, so
Big red sign already.
here we go. Let's see what's in the box. We've got instructions. This just tells you the general rules for Unlock games, which we'll cover during the video anyway.
So there's 3 in 1 in this box,
Yeah.
of which we're only doing 1.
Solutions here. Yeah, okay. And what else? Oh, a quarantine map for pandemic. We're not doing that today, so I'll get rid of that. And then inside the box are 3 packs of cards. One of them has a tutorial, but is mostly the cards for the game we're going to do today. And then there's also cards from Mysterium and Pandemic, which we will put aside for now. So I'm going to discard the tutorial bit. It's usually the same, although I think this is obviously tutorial 3.0. They have evolved it here and there.
Okay, cool.
So the basic rules in these games is you can combine red and blue cards to do things, except when they decide to arbitrarily change the rules, which they do quite a lot as well. And there's also an app. So to play this game, we're going to need an app as well. Right, I think we're ready to go.
Let's do it. 1902, New York City, on this dreary and rainy morning, as you push open the door to the newsroom of the New York Times.
Sunny air.
Like any other day, you haven't the slightest idea of the turn your reporter career is going to take.
That is one very long sentence, I
It
have
is
to
a long
say.
sentence, and we're reporters, it turns
Oh,
out.
there we go.
What fun news. Okay, select the Ticket to Ride scenario in the app and press start.
Right.
Then flip
So
this card over.
here we go. We have an iPhone, which I'm going to share on the screen like that. So the first thing we need to do is open the actual game we have here, which is Game Adventure. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of Unlock games. And choose Ticket to Ride. And here we go. We
So
have
high-tech.
60 seconds.
Oh,
Select the Ticket to Ride.
60 seconds?
60 minutes.
I hope not.
I mean, I know we're amazing solvers, but that's
I'm not that good.
no tempting fate. But that's well, here, the app actually. Let's have a quick look at the app. So I will put my iPhone on the screen.
Yeah, I want to know how this works.
So you basically, if you make a mistake, it tells you to press a penalty. I'll just press start for now. Yeah, it takes a minute under time normally.
Oh, that's loud.
Sorry. And then there's some other bits and pieces like machines where you type in card numbers and then you have to interact with it, and it can give you hints for things you might have missed. Because one of the things that happens in the Unlock games is that there are hidden objects, hidden numbers sometimes on the cards. So all the cards have got numbers on the back, or sometimes they have letters too. Like for example, it says NYLA.
Ooh.
So it's actually worth, I think, familiarising ourselves with what's on the backs of the cards first.
Ooh, okay.
What is that? SLLA, or maybe ALLs. Oh, and there's pictures of the Ticket to Ride cards.
Okay, cool.
And they all have card numbers on too, but I think that's just for restoring the order if you want to play the
If you
game
want to
again.
start again.
Yeah.
Is the order of them that they're in now important?
I think it's just designed so that you feel that
gotta
you're
find them.
searching. So actually it suggests you split the pack up by all the players. So then you can each start searching. Because say,
Okay.
for example, you think the answer to a puzzle is 23 or something.
Yeah, and it's not in order, you've got to find
Then
out.
you can all simultaneously think. Now, I thought to myself before, I haven't done a Unlock game on camera before, I thought, well, it would be better to actually on camera to sort them by number and letter first, so you don't spend ages searching. Right, so we've now sorted all the cards into numerical and letter order, which has made it a lot easier, I think, because otherwise you're going to be sitting there watching us spend a minute and a half hunting through the pack every
Nobody
time we
wants
try
to
and
do
solve.
that.
It's going to not be very exciting. Right, so we're ready to go. Let's press play. There we go.
Okay. So, it
So,
said,
flip this card over.
okay.
What's on the back of it? Let's have a look.
Ooh, is this our newsroom?
Yes, so we need cards 49 and 31.
Oh,
And also to make sure there's nothing hidden on there as well.
49.
I don't see anything hidden on there.
49. Put that there. 49 and 31.
Yeah.
What else can you see in the room, if anything?
There's a newspaper. It says the newsroom is slowly awakening. Right, so we're in a newsroom.
Is that card 97?
Yeah, that card is 97.
Okay, fine.
Right.
I just wondered because it's got a big 97 in the corner, but right.
So 31. A ninth cat has mysteriously vanished this week from Edgar Street, New York. So naturally, the inhabitants worry about the actual reason behind the series of disappearances. Add 41. So you can combine this card with a red card to go to a card of the number that is the total. So for
What's
example,
a red card?
so this is a red card. and this is a blue card. Blue and red cards can be combined, you add the numbers.
Right.
So, for example, if we wanted to give this story to the editor-in-chief, so here's the other card. So, do you have a scoop yet? So, presumably we can pick a scoop and add the numbers together and give it to him, and then we'll take that card, and then we're giving him the scoop.
Nice.
Right, okay. A ninth cat has mysteriously vanished, so that's one story.
Okay.
And the next story is?
Mrs. Carrie Baker, the Railroad Baroness. I feel like that's quite well themed here. We learn that Mrs. Carrie Baker passed away 2 days ago. The cause of her death has not been communicated. Mrs. Baker, nicknamed the Railroad Baroness, will be remembered as one of the most audacious pioneers of
word.
US. Thank you. Oh, actually, it's not my word.
Well.
But I read it out.
Yeah, so you get credit. Yeah,
Thank you.
I thought so.
Of US railroad history, having connected New York to Los Angeles. She leaves a substantial railroad empire to her 2 children. A commemorative trip across the country in homage to this glorious figure has already been announced.
And also the story, the real estate, the number of newly available dwellings is increasing in New York and the rest of the country due to an ever-expanding market after a few difficult months. Safe investment, only time will tell. So which do you think is the scoop? I think, presumably, the one...
I want to say the middle
railway,
one, the one about railways.
So let's add 31 to 49.
Okay, which is...
80.
Thank you. My mental maths is appalling, so you are really going to come into...
So we'll now look for 80 in the pack.
So do I turn this over?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Right, so we've got a result. There we go. We must have picked the right answer. It says to discard cards 31, 49 and 97. So we'll get rid of all of those.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, all of those are
Off
gone.
we go. Zoom in. Carrie Baker's dead. I feel like we could do American accents for this, but we should probably not.
I mean, I can't.
Okay,
but
then let's
you're welcome to
definitely
try.
not.
Go on, I want to hear your American
No, it's a
accents.
rabbit hole, and we're not going to do that.
Right.
It's going to cause a stir among the railroad tycoons for sure. Okay, fine. You've earned your ticket for this commemorative ride.
Ooh.
See this state-of-the-art device? Take it. I want full-page pictures. Understood? Go to Grand Central and don't even dream of coming back without a scoop.
Oh, very good.
Does he mean this high-tech device
He
is
needs
our
the camera.
phone?
Yeah, so we need 9, 86 and T. I'll get T. And you've got all the You've got all the.
Where do you see 86? Oh, yeah, okay.
You've got all of the
86.
numbers. So T is this one. Let's zoom out
There we
again.
go. Yeah.
T is this set of suspects or
9.
something. Oh, they're not suspects. People involved with the woman who died. And there's the camera. Okay.
Okay.
So the camera says, a state-of-the-art device. Instant photography. It will be useful during your trip. To access the instant camera, press the camera button on your app.
Fun.
Should we give it a go?
Yeah, let's try it.
So we have on the app here a picture button. So we press that.
Ooh.
We can point at cards. Let's try taking a picture of the camera. It's very meta.
Yeah, that is.
What happens when we take the picture? Presumably nothing. Let's press the button. Yeah, great, nothing.
Super.
What about the pictures of the people? Nothing seems to be happening. So I presume we'll come back to that later.
What did he say? You've earned your ticket for this. See this state-of-the-art device. Take it. I want full-page pictures.
Okay, understood.
Honestly, not understood actually at this point, but we will find out.
Go to Grand Central. Don't come back without a scoop. Fine.
Okay.
And then here we have a ticket to be punched. It says New York to Los Angeles. Departure 9:32 a.m. There's a train number 078632E.
Yeah.
Seat 57 East Line Company.
East Line Company.
And I should say that all the cards on the back have got different coloured trains, which match the appearance of the trains in Standard Ticket to Ride board game.
They do.
And then over here is the card of people associated with the death of the heiress.
Grace Baker, Carrie Baker's daughter, an ambitious bachelorette who wants to get more shares. Architecture aficionado. Okay, Roy Baker, Carrie Baker's son, doesn't seem too keen on trains. Unlucky. Collect art objects and gambling debts.
Well, there we go.
Bad. And then Walter Baker, Carrie Baker's only brother, widower, no children, wants to buy Grace and Roy's shares. Passionate about hunting, especially birds.
He sounds like fun.
I feel like these small details are going to come in handy quite soon. Things like collect art and architecture and birds.
Yeah, so we have these 4 cards. The editor, and I don't see any hidden numbers or letters on there, do you?
Got T, no.
And then we have a camera, which I think just tells us we can use the camera.
Yeah.
I figure we don't need to really keep that card around all the time. It's just to let us know we have that.
And that we can use it.
And we have a train ticket, and we have the suspects. So what do we do now?
So
we have
now
nothing
what?
else. In fact, the only real thing I can think to do is to take full-page pictures. Maybe we take pictures, or do we have to travel somewhere with the car? Do we have to travel somewhere?
If we tried taking pictures of the people?
So the ticket, so presumably we're in New York to start with. Yeah, let's take pictures of the people, I think. So we're in New York to start with. So that ticket will allow us to go to Los Angeles at some point, perhaps. Let's take pictures of the people. Let's try that. Right, okay. So, let's put these people here. Put the phone on picture mode again and see what happens.
I wonder if it's significant that there's 4 bits to the picture.
Are they supposed to be in focus? Because they're totally not.
It's sort of divided into 4, but is that just so that you can line stuff up?
Oh, that's an interesting point. It might be so you can take 4 pictures at once. You can't move that. I'm pressing down in the middle of the picture. Let's zoom out. I'm pressing down in the middle of the phone here, and it doesn't have any effect. Well, I can take a blurry picture of her, and a blurry picture of him, and a blurry picture of him. But I don't.
And it doesn't seem to be doing anything with those pictures if we take them.
No. What happens if I take all of them at once? Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And just for desperation's sake. Okay.
Not a sausage.
I'm not sure what we're meant to be doing here.
You've earned your ticket for this commemorative ride. See the state-of-the-art device? Take it. I want full-page pictures. Go to Grand Central. Is there anything... It says go to Grand Central.
Maybe we're meant to find
Are we supposed to look for something? Is there a card that's got GC on the back of it?
Yeah, maybe. So these are lettered cards. All the rest have numbers on in the range of 1 to 99. There's not every number present. A little T under the M. It could just be the stylised under the font. So we've got individual letters. Then we've got New York to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That goes with the ticket, perhaps.
Are we allowed to look at cards if we've not been...
The rules are always a bit obscure. They essentially, the rules say no, but then in actual fact, you can't solve any of the games without breaking the rules.
Tricky, because I feel like that would be a good one.
I think we can take that card, probably. New York to OC, which presumably is Oklahoma City, I don't know. P to C, who knows, and somewhere to LA. Right, okay. I reckon we need to take the New York to LA card.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
We're going to be told off. Ooh.
Grand Central.
There we go.
So yeah, well, that was to tell us to go to the station.
Okay.
With your ticket in hand, you find your train. Now board in. Well, there we go.
So, on that card...
There are numbers, aren't there?
There are numbers.
And they have different card numbers on. Oh, you have to find your seat number, presumably, and take the correct ticket. So we're seat 57. And you can see 57 not visible on the right, but following the sequence of the card numbers, then seat 57 would not be in the next carriage, but the one after that, wouldn't it? So it'd be card 72.
72, so should we take that?
Yeah, let's take card 72 and see what we end up with.
I feel like I need to get used to how this game works. But here's card 72. Let's put that there.
That looks correct.
Ooh.
And it says to discard cards 86 and 98, which
So
are
we can
these
get rid of those two.
Right, okay.
Nice.
Let's have a look at this.
I'm enjoying this. Now that you are aboard the train, you must find the railroad tycoons.
What?
Are they on the train as well? Are we on the commemorative trip now?
I don't know, I'm a bit confused. But
I think we might be.
Okay.
So do we find all those cards now?
Yes, we definitely do.
Okay.
So B, let's zoom out again.
14, 15, 16.
Here's B.
14, 15.
B is a load more cards to take. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Okay.
And you've got 14, 15, and 16.
We've got 14, 15, 16. Whoa, okay. Well, I feel like this is a few. I'm going to just move those up there. Okay. So what did B say?
Okay, so B is this view here. And we have...
The bar
It's inside
car.
the bar, isn't it? Are there any hidden things in there? I don't think so. It says the bar car has a cosy atmosphere.
That's nice.
And we can take cards M, 39 and 46.
Wow, okay. So we're going to have a lot of cards. You
Yes.
get, what were the numbers? 39 and 46. Wow, my short-term memory is very poor.
So we've got a railroad route.
46.
Or not a route as such, but various connected tracks.
39.
And they have colours. Now I should say that the cards on the back have colours of the carriages, if I didn't already say
the
that.
board game. Okay, fun.
It does. The detailed first part of the commemorative trip. New York, Pittsburgh, Chicago, then St. Louis. So here's New York.
St. Louis, that's what SL is then.
Here's Pittsburgh. Here's Chicago. And here's St. Louis. Is it? It's off the corner here, right?
St. Louis. Okay, so card 46, we're running out of space here, but I'll just put that on there for now. It just says, the local rag, you find an old rolled up newspaper.
Okay.
Intriguing, but that's a blue card. I'm just going to put that. Where should I put that?
That's fine, yeah.
Anyway. And then a red card that says, Walter Baker is too busy a man to grant an interview to the fledgling reporter. If only you could find a way to arouse his interest.
Right, okay.
Intriguing. Okay, I'm going to put that there for now.
Yeah, I would put him on top of the editor. We probably don't need to look at him all the time, do we?
Yeah, we know that he's on our
Right,
case, so to
okay. And then
speak.
the other cards we looked at were here.
Yeah.
16. His eyes riveted on the newspaper. Roy Baker talks to you in a low but scornful voice. It's about time. You can clear the table. And we got more cards. 34 and 10.
So many cards.
Let's move these people out of the way. as well.
34 and 10.
Yeah.
34, that's 34. And then 10, which is almost right at the end. Ooh, fun.
And the reason it's at the end is because Laura sorted from high to low, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was very confused. I was like, okay, you can do the number cards then.
I think it's fine. Okay, so
I mean, it is fine.
so card 10 says, on the seat you find a matchbook.
Oh, there we go.
Old school, you don't see many matchbooks these days. And then 34, you grab a cup and some mouth-watering cookies from Roy Baker's cabin table.
Okay, so this dude is Roy Baker, as it says on the card.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's in that cabin.
Are we clearing his table? Is that what's happened there?
And then over here in this cabin, we have Walter Baker is away from his cabin, but his henchmen are on the lookout. Given their expressions, you are not welcome here.
Oh dear.
And there's a suitcase that says confidential on it.
Confidential. And then what else have we got? Card 15. We've got something that looks a bit like an eagle flying outside. And it says, the cabin next door is empty, but two male voices reach you through the wide open ventilation duct. They're talking about some damn briefcase.
Sorry for the bad language.
Yes, excuse our French, or indeed the game's French. Which I presume is that confidential briefcase that we've just discovered there.
Right, so
That is a lot to take in.
there's a lot to take in.
There's a lot going on there. Have we picked up all the cards that we're supposed to? I think so.
That's a good question, because getting stuck because you haven't picked up the cards,
It's
well,
bad.
happens surprisingly often.
Yeah.
And it's very annoying because it's just silly. Right, so I think this card here is just showing us the interior. Perhaps the order the rooms are in matters, but otherwise I don't think we need to be able to see that all the time. So these are the people we're talking about.
These are our people. We've only actually met 2 of them. So there's no Grace Baker so far, is that right? We've met Roy Baker, who wants us to take his tea and coffee away, or similar, and Walter Baker, who was too busy to give us an interview.
Right, so Walter Baker and Roy Baker have not met Grace Baker. Okay, yes.
I wonder if that's significant. Possibly not. And then it's Walter Baker, who has henchmen.
Right, okay. And Walter Baker was the one who wanted to buy the shares and is passionate about hunting.
Yeah, and
especially
also has
birds.
a very serious sort of facial hair styling going on there.
Now what's interesting is it says he's passionate about hunting birds and there was a bird outside the window here.
That is interesting.
So perhaps that's not a coincidence. So each of the red ones, as I said, you
Okay.
can combine with the blue one. So the only 2 blue ones we have are here, this newspaper,
The local rag.
and some remains of having a snack. And this isn't actually any colour. This is ostensibly not something that can be combined, but
It does have a big sort of number 1 on it.
It does have a number 1 on it. I think we're meant to take card 1, don't you?
Should we try that?
Yeah, definitely.
Card number 1, let's see. Oh, we have a
there we-
lit match, and it says get rid of card 10.
So get rid of that.
And it
Well
says
spotted.
at the bottom, you're welcome. It says you light one of the matches. Okay, cool.
We could set fire to the local rag. What would be the purpose of that? To get
We'll
people
find
out
out.
of the... To try and get people out of the room. Did I discard the wrong card then? I did. I'm glad I was... I meant to discard this,
Vigilance.
not that. Yeah.
So that would mean picking out card 47, is that right?
Yeah. I mean,
Do we dare? Is there?
Well,
there is
I-
a card 47.
I reckon it would be a good idea because it's going to try and get... Maybe it's a trap and we'll get a minute penalty, but let's
Do you
try
think?
it anyway.
Let's find out. Ooh!
that was a good idea,
The
apparently.
newspaper easily bursts into flames.
Okay, we can get rid
So
of...
we can get rid of those 2.
Yeah.
But now what?
Well, we have a flaming newspaper.
We do have a flaming newspaper. But what are we going to do with it?
That's a good question. And, well, we can use it to get someone's attention.
Oh, we've had a ventilation duct.
We have a
What's it
hint.
say?
Hidden object. Observe the
matchbook
matchbook.
closely. We did.
Yeah, we've done that. It's just on a timer, I think.
Oh, is it just in case? Oh gosh, okay. Wide open ventilation duct. There are voices coming through it. Are we going to put the
clever.
smoking newspaper
Yes.
in the ventilation duct? Now, obviously, I don't advise that anybody ever does that.
Yeah,
but
so you're talking about this card here, where it says about
I
the
am.
ventilation duct, which we know is next door from the wide picture here. We know it's next door. This is card 15. We know it's next door to, well, both of the other rooms, actually.
are they telling us to literally smoke them out? Whoever
I think
is in
they
the
are.
next? Should we try that?
Yeah, so 15 plus 47,
Is
62.
thank you.
This is there. Welcome to today's mental arithmetic test.
Yeah, and I will always fail. The smoke drifts through the ventilation duct and into the cabin next door. W. Baker's henchmen rush outside, coughing. You seize this opportunity to quickly inspect the lock of the briefcase. Exciting. Let's have a little zoom in on that.
Now that is...
Ooh,
now that
that's
icon-
some hunting business there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a deer and a bird and a conductor and a leaf.
I was going to say a hunter, actually.
Now this symbol is a machine.
Ooh.
which means that we can go to here and we can press the machine button at the bottom right, type in card 62.
Oh. So let's just put that there so we can just check that they're the same,
They are the same.
order, which they are.
Now, if I tap the picture, I can make it rotate or something. Can I change it? Yes, okay. I can change the symbol. So I will see what. There's just the 4 options. There are 4 options for each one. I think they're the same 4 options. And then presumably I can press the open button when I think I'm correct. And I suspect from playing unlock games before, if I get it wrong, it penalises you a minute.
No, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So there needs to be a specific order.
Yes. Now maybe the order is to do with the orders of the rooms. For example, it may be the case that the bird on this card here is relevant. You know, it might be that might be relevant in some way.
Have we got anyone else looking?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. We haven't seen any deer anywhere, have we, or any little?
No, we've got this bird in carriage for car 15.
But that's quite different from the bird. I mean, that looks like a sort of little.
And it didn't say to yes, you're right. That's a good point. And it didn't say to discard card 15, which just suggests we might need it again.
Okay.
Right, what else have we got? Maybe we can't make any progress with that yet, or maybe we're just meant to guess. Shall I just have a guess and see what happens? Let's, for example, try. If I just try anything, let's press open. Okay, so we don't really want to be guessing.
Please don't do that again.
You lose the minutes. Yeah, so we don't want to just be randomly guessing. That's going to be annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. So now what?
Well, I guess we look at the other ones. So it's about time you can clear the table. So in here we found, what was 10? That was the matches and the cup. And then we've got a busy man here. Shall we try giving him the cup and saucer and see what happens? If only you could find a way to arouse his interest. He's not going to be interested in that, is he?
In some old biscuits.
Yeah. And we haven't got any other blue cards. Now, one thing possible is we could look at the map and advance our journey by finding the next leg of it. These are just letters.
So where did we say we went to? So New York to...
Well, OC are not on there.
OC.
P to C would be Pittsburgh to Chicago, I
yeah?
think.
Should we try that?
And then somewhere to Los Angeles.
Which is probably, did we say St. Louis?
St. Louis,
I think P to
right.
C is probably...
I mean, I feel that we should have a reason to take this card, though.
I know, so do I. But then we didn't... Did we have a reason to take New York to...
Well, we were supposed to be going to Grand Central. Yeah, maybe that card is telling us to take P to C.
Maybe.
Should we have a quick look?
I think we should have a look.
This route is not worth taking. Press the penalty button once. Discard this card. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Another minute. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Know,
stressed out now. Also, it definitely takes more than 60 minutes to get from New York to LA, but that's by the by.
All right. So we know that card is just there to wind you up.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a dead end. Sad. Okay.
Let's put it on picture mode. Maybe the picture taking only comes in later.
Yeah.
I just like photographing everything, really.
Yeah.
Photograph the bird. Oh, hang on a minute. I photographed the bird. Now, see, I think it's just like hunting, and it does say it's an instant camera, so perhaps you're meant to...
That's the way to arouse his interest, because he likes birds.
Oh, right, you should take a picture of the bird.
Oh, right. Well done.
Okay, so now we need to take card 24.
Okay. 24, there we are. Okay. A golden eagle caught in flight. Majestic.
Wow.
I think I actually said, maybe I didn't say majestic, but I felt that it was majestic
It's
when I
truly
first saw the
majestic.
bird. Okay, cool. So can we add those two together now?
24 plus 39.
Which is?
63.
Thank you. I'm not joking. Thank goodness for calculators. Ooh,
I'm not using the calculator. 24 and 39.
Look at this. Very serious. I want to call them sideburns.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just wild.
Oh, they are
isn't
sort
it?
of sideburns, aren't
Yeah. Go on, what's your best, Walter?
Oh, no.
Is that his name?
they? It is indeed a beautiful picture that you have here.
Oh, goodness
So
me.
you're interested in hunting. Have I ever told you about my most memorable adventure? We were a few hunters looking for a deer. Oh, look, it's the code for the case. We were a few hunters looking for a deer. While I was aiming, I slipped on a leaf. The shot went up in the air and I killed a partridge. Can you believe it?
I can believe it, and I can also believe that is the code that we need. So what does it say? Does it give us an order?
Yeah, I think it does. What was the machine number again?
Ooh.
It's on here.
62.
You can't see that, can you? 62.
But we are telling the truth, I promise. So we were a few hunters.
Wait, rotate it again.
Let's have a look. Let's just have that up there so we can
Okay, that
read
would be
it.
helpful, wouldn't it?
So we're a few hunters, so I presume hunter first.
Oh, okay. I was thinking deer first, but I was wondering where the other one was. Yes, hunter looking for a deer.
While I was aiming, I slipped on a leaf. That's unlucky. A shot went up in the air and I killed a partridge. Can you believe it?
Right, open. You heard an inviting click. It sounded more to me like someone playing down, like one of those percussion things that makes that sound.
A glockenspiel. I also thought it was like
handing like bell things.
magic wand scenario.
Anyway. Take card F.
Don't mind if we do. Okay.
There we go.
F4. Oh. Walter Baker's briefcase is open, but you can't take it while his henchmen are watching.
Why does it say 111 in the corner? It's giving us a number. Oh, so it's for taking a hint. You can look up a hint in the app.
Oh, fun.
By typing in the card number.
Also, why is it so smoky?
It's just the smoke coming through the
Oh, is it?
through
Is
the
that
vent, I guess.
residual
It says
smoke?
card
Okay.
62. And where's
Can't
63?
take it while his henchmen are watching.
What was 63?
63 is this one here.
Oh, thank you.
So that can
The
go
henchmen.
away. Goodbye. Goodbye to your fine sideburns.
So we need to get rid of the henchmen. Do you want me to throw tea and coffee? Throw the empty coffee cup at them? No.
How do you get rid of it? But why are they watching us? I'm a bit confused. Are there two different types of people?
Oh, the henchmen are meant to still be in the room, perhaps. No, because they came rushing out, didn't they, with the smoke? Didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here, W. Baker's henchmen rush outside coughing. You seize this opportunity to quickly inspect the lock of the briefcase. So you then open it, but it says you can't take it while his henchmen are watching. I think it means you can't take it out of the room
Whilst they're nearby.
while they're nearby.
And we're not absolutely sure if they were the other voices about the damn briefcase.
That's true. So we can either clear the smoke or pick it up, that would help. You could just take what's in the suitcase. Anyway, the point is you need to get rid of the henchmen.
Need to get rid of the henchmen.
So maybe you can give them... You're carrying around, apparently, 3 biscuits and some empty cups. Should we offer them, the henchmen, that?
He says we can clear the table, which has...
Biscuits and a cup on it. Let's just give it a go. 34 and 14 is 48.
I actually would have been able to do that one, I think.
I think this is probably not the correct thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, you're not on the right track. Press the penalty button once.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Here we go. Well, we're halfway through now,
okay.
Laura.
Ooh. Does it feel like we're halfway through the game? I don't feel like we've uncovered that much so
No,
far.
I don't feel we're halfway through the game
I'm
at all.
nervous.
Yeah, me too.
This is meant to be an easy one.
Oh,
It's a level 1, I think.
Yeah, I feel that I think the difficulty levels mainly refer to how much the game explodes all at once in terms of the number of cards you have.
Okay. I feel like this exploded quite a lot.
Well, I feel that some of them have even more cards, and I think the harder they are, the more cards you get at once.
I've
I
still got
don't
a lot
think
of
it
cards in my
necessarily
hand.
reflects on the difficulty of the logic.
Right.
All right. So we also, apart from the cards you see on screen, we also have the editor from the start. We have the camera that we can use at any point. Should we take a picture of the...
I was just going to say,
Let's photograph this, because we can't take the case out. I can't believe I didn't think of that. That's what we need to do, right?
Let's try it.
Picture.
Oh, well done.
Take card
Well done.
53. There we go.
Wow. So if in doubt, use the camera, basically,
Well,
I think is what we're learning.
if in doubt, try everything randomly.
Okay. A picture of the confidential agreement between Roy and Walter. And it says, this is quite hard to read.
It is quite hard to read.
I, Roy Baker, undertake to sell all my railway shares to Mr. Walter Baker. As of now, the lines of the two companies form only one.
Oh.
That feels like it's going to be important.
It feels like it's something to do with this map.
It does, doesn't it?
The lines of the two companies form only one.
I don't know if this is relevant right now, but on this picture, we've got green, pink and yellow, and on this picture we've got green, pink and yellow, so I'm assuming that it's showing us this may be incredibly obvious, but I've only just realised it myself, that any of the green lines are run by Grace Baker or owned by Grace Baker.
Yes, I only just realised that, and they're going to make numbers, aren't they? Because like the yellow and pink here makes a 5 and the pink and yellow here make a 1.
Ooh,
so
okay.
which lines are we combining? Then we're going to take that card, I think.
It says the lines of the two companies become only one, so it's Roy and Walter, who are pink
and yellow. So we combine pink and yellow, and it is 5 and 1. So we take card 51.
51!
Great.
Fun!
That is quite fun, isn't
Okay,
it?
that was very satisfying. Okay. So we can get rid of B, 72 and 80 because
Right.
we're getting quite cluttered.
Where's B?
Here, aren't
That's
we?
not that one.
B is this one.
Okay.
The bar has a cosy atmosphere. Oh, I was hoping we were going to go back to the cosy bar. 72
Is
we
this
can get
one?
rid of, and 80, which is this one, which we had right at the beginning.
Oh, we've taken all our pictures. Okay.
Okay, cool. So that one now says, 51 that we've just uncovered, says, you have already completed the first part of your trip. It took 7 hours to get to St. Louis Station, and yet it only felt like just over 30 minutes.
Yes, there we go. And we can take card 7, which has got an arrow pointing as well.
Ooh, okay, let's have a look at
So
that.
what's that all about?
That's at the bottom of my pile. Ooh, we put them next to each other, I presume.
Yes.
St. Louis, a half-hour stop. You take this opportunity to observe the passengers coming and going along the platform.
So are we meant to view more of the platform by getting more cards? Are we meant to take a card which represents going to St. Louis?
Oh, maybe.
There's a St. Louis
Louis
to
to
LA. That
LA.
doesn't feel right, does it, to take that yet? 'Cause
We've got a half-hour layover, haven't we?
We're not in St. Louis at the moment, are we?
We're not.
Oh, we are in St. Louis.
We are in yeah, we are, but we're not setting off yet, is what I mean. A
Yeah.
half-hour stop.
Well, you know, it's worked pretty well before. Let's take some photos. Oh!
Oh,
Taking a picture of him, we actually did something.
wow.
It says take card
Take
P.
card P.
Yeah.
You've got card P.
Oh, that's true. I do.
Shall I do card P?
Yeah, you can do
whilst
card
you're-
P.
Card P. All right. Thinking that you are taking a picture of him, Walter proudly poses with his rifle and young hunting dog. He has a great sense of smell. Trust me, the animals at the hunt had better watch out. As if to prove him right, the overexcited dog keeps pulling on his leash and baring his teeth. Discard this card. Hang on, let's just take it. What did
That's
you?
not how you spell bearing and bearing teeth, is it? Isn't it B-A-R-I-N-G?
Bearing. Yeah, it sounds like he's carrying his own
Yeah,
teeth.
that's really super weird. Anyway,
Interesting.
discard this card.
But before we do, he has a great sense of smell. Trust me, the animals at the hunt had better watch out. I'm just saying that out loud, just in case. We need to remember that
It
for
might
later.
be a clue, mightn't it?
Okay.
Right, so that didn't necessarily help, being snap happy.
No.
Is there a number or letter formed on this picture that we're meant to be taking a card that matches the picture? In what way are you observing the passengers coming and going on the platform?
Observe. We've used our camera. We haven't really got any blue cards that would make sense
Well, we have the contract.
with this.
We could show. We've got this picture, right? Maybe we show him the picture, or we show someone the picture, perhaps.
Maybe we probably don't show it to him though, because haven't we just stolen it from him?
Have we?
Oh no, we've stolen it from his. Yeah, we have. Is he Roy?
Yeah, he's Walter.
Who's Roy? He's Walter.
He's Walter, and we.
But we have just stolen it from his briefcase.
Yeah,
haven't
we stole it from his briefcase. And
So
he's
let's
the one,
not show
He's the
him
one with
that.
henchmen. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we show it to Roy. Have we got a picture? We've got Roy here. He's in the. Maybe we give it to Roy. Show him the agreement. Is this
Okay.
red for a start? Is this red?
No,
This
it's
isn't
not. It's not
red.
even a red card.
We can't combine it.
It was indeed a red herring.
But this is a red card. So is number 7, in fact. Are we supposed to
take
take
this
him
opportunity to observe the
customers?
done
Maybe
yet.
that.
passengers coming and going along the platform?
Maybe if we pretend to be serving tea and biscuits, we'll get passengers to turn up. Maybe a bit desperate. Should we try card 41?
What is going on with this tea and biscuits scenario?
I mean, there's no tea, but
We've got off the train now. Have we taken them with us?
Well, I think so. Oh, is that right? Yes, the dog rushes over to the delicious cookies. That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, right.
Sweeping the unfortunate Walter along. Now you can observe the other end of the platform. So, let's get rid of cards.
What's going on there?
7, 34, 51 is him,
There's a briefcase changing hands
34
there.
is that. So this is the other end of the platform. That's true, there is a briefcase changing
But
hands.
a different briefcase. Should we take a picture of them?
Oh, that's a very good idea. Yes, take a picture, take a picture.
I feel like if in doubt, take a picture at this point. Yes!
You're right, Laura. Take card 40.
Wow. Take card 40. Don't mind if we do. Roy seems in a hurry to hand a briefcase over to this mysterious red-headed woman. Oh, so that's
Ooh.
Roy. Didn't know that was Roy.
Oh,
Oh! How did it know? Oh, because we just took a picture, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. All of it. We're going to Santa Fe. We're going to take card C.
Okay.
Okay, let me do that. Put that here. All right. Back on board, you're now heading to Santa Fe. You have a drink in the bar car. Let's have a look at card N. Ooh, that makes sense. You're not heading to Santa Fe.
Oh, that music's finished, that noise.
And that's done. And then what we're looking at, card 87 as well. Here we go.
Right, so this is obviously a picture of 21 objects there, but it goes 1, 3, 6, 15, 10, 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21. But you glance over the problematic structure of the railway bridges, which seems to puzzle Grace Baker, in capitals. She can't be disturbed unless you have a solution to offer. Well, it's obviously 21, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so.
I'm
very impressed at how quickly you got that.
Well, it's standard sequence. If you do like Kukuru puzzles or something, you would know that. Or Killer Sudoku or something.
What does it say? Ooh, where are we?
Good catch. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. Good catch. I appreciate your help. What can I do for you? What does she mean, good catch?
She means good catch with the puzzle, I think, as in well spotted.
Oh, I thought she'd thrown something at us that we'd caught.
Right, now, first of all, do these routes go together?
They must do. We're building a little... Oh, that's cool.
So we have got...
That's very satisfying, isn't it?
I've got a bigger map here.
We have.
And then what else have we got? Let's try and make sense of it. Okay, so we've got this card here, and we've got N in 87. N's the map, 87 is this bit here.
Okay.
So we've just solved that puzzle, and as a result, I don't think we need that anymore, do we? What did we get when we solved this? I've forgotten. We got good catch. It says to get
Good
card
catch.
87.
I appreciate your help. That's a red card.
What can I do for you? Right. And I feel we've probably used this picture earlier, but maybe we'll need it again.
I think so too.
And we've still needed to know who is which line, but we
Yeah.
can pull it up when we need it.
Put that in reserve.
And again, this is the guy in his carriage. We're
not even on that train anymore.
Are we not? Have we changed trains? I thought we got off at the station and then we got back on.
Oh, did we? We were on the same train?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. I just assumed we changed, but actually that's fair enough.
I feel we've used this as well.
We have.
I don't think we need this camera card handy. There's a reference to henchmen. And then there's the signed agreement. We haven't used the signed agreement yet, have we?
Shall we show it to Grace?
That is a great idea.
Barker.
What can I do for you? 53 plus 21.
It's 74.
It's 74.
Right. Let's put that there. Ooh.
Okay, so discard 53 and 21.
Okay. Wow. What? That crook Roy made a deal with Walter too? Obviously my brother has a hidden agenda. I'm done with him. As of now, this train is banished from my railway network. Ooh. I'm quite emotionally invested in the railway network now.
And she is green.
You have to find a new route to get from St. Louis to Santa Fe as quickly as possible.
Okay, presumably, without using green.
We're in St. Louis, which is here,
there.
and we're going to Santa Fe, which is here, which is just all one long green route. Yeah,
right.
You've got the pointy device.
So the quickest route, instead, must be like this, don't you think?
Or we could go to Omaha. Oh, we can't use green, can we?
Yeah, you'd have to come back and down here, and I don't think that's... Well, if you went up this way... Oh, let's count the number of train cars. We've got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that way, right?
Yeah,
do you agree?
I do.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that way.
Ooh.
So what shape does that... So that's quite confusing. So we've got this route here. Does that make a number?
I don't think it does, but can we use card 12?
Why 12? Because there's 12
There's
cars.
12 cars? Is there a card? There is a card 12?
Ah, go for it.
Should we try it?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes it... It sort of makes it squashed...
I agree. It doesn't look,
Z.
unless there's unless it matches one of these cards, which I don't think it definitely doesn't. Yes, let's try card 12. I didn't think of that.
Ooh.
Is that right?
Yeah, 12 hours after leaving St. Louis, you reach a new stop-off, Santa Fe Station, a half-hour stop. That was quick.
Right, I think that's correct, because the thing I find in these unlock games is sometimes when you take a card, it would be helpful if it said what card you had come from, so you can verify you hadn't just skipped part of the story. Because sometimes something will seem to make sense, but you've actually just got the wrong answer and it makes sense. But here it says we've come from St. Louis, so I think this is the correct answer.
And it does say you have to find a new route to get from St. Louis to Santa Fe as quickly as possible. And we get to Santa Fe, very quickly.
Yeah.
So that feels right to me.
I agree.
Which means I think we can get rid of card 74 and C.
Yeah, and 70 is C.
Once again, we have to leave the bar car.
And 74 is her.
It's her, yeah.
Yes.
And on the
Grace
station
Baker.
platform, by the looks of it, we're meeting Walter.
We are meeting Walter, aren't we?
We are meeting... And someone is escaping here.
Oh, yes, well spotted.
Someone is escaping there. Presumably, Roy, based on his shoes and socks combination.
Yeah, who handed the suitcase to whom here?
I think he was handing it to the red-haired lady.
Okay. All right.
We don't know who the red-haired lady is, do we?
No, we don't. You're right. Right, what do we do now? We take a picture? If in doubt,
Let's take a picture.
You can't go wrong.
It's never penalised us for taking a picture of...
That's true.
Nothing.
Oh! Well, I mean,
great.
we're documenting the story. We are reporters. That's got to remember.
That's
Take card
true.
40.
Take card 40. Oh, I've got bad news.
There is a card 40. There has to be. Oh, 40's already here. Oh, maybe it thought I was taking a picture of this card. Let's move this to the side. Let's move these away and take a picture again. I think we were just getting the same. I think we were just getting the same
message. Ooh,
same
haven't got long
message.
left, have
Yeah,
we?
no. I think it just saw the other card in the picture.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay. That wasn't helpful.
Oh.
Got a bit trigger happy there.
We did. Okay.
We have the people. We have this exchange. We have this photo which we haven't used.
I haven't used the photo.
Oh, this is a discard 41, so that we could have got rid of that anyway.
Okay.
And then we've still got a cabin with a bird in it, which I don't know if we... Presumably we don't need.
So we don't know who the red-headed lady was.
The cabin with Roy Baker in. And then we've got... I feel that we've used this. I don't know why we weren't told to discard it, unless I missed something.
Because we've got a picture of it, haven't we?
Yeah. And we've got the camera. And the only other thing we've got is this cabin view as well, with the henchmen in it.
But again, I feel like we've...
Well, we've just got to St. Louis, Santa Fe Station, a half-hour stop. I mean, here is a route from St. Louis to Los Angeles. We could take that at some point, possibly, to make us move again.
So we've left St. Louis. We left St. Louis here, and we've got to Santa Fe.
Which is there,
this route, and we want to be on our way to Los Angeles, which is
off the west.
Somewhere off the screen.
Yes. Are any of these clouds numbers or cards we should be taking? I wonder if there was a hidden number on this card, perhaps.
I'm looking quite closely.
Yeah, let's have a closer look at that.
I can't really see anything there. I'd love there to be.
Yeah, it's just those wispy bits of white.
Yeah.
I think they're just
There's definitely someone escaping.
Well, should we take the card to make the train move again? What was the point of getting this picture, though?
I'm not sure.
There has to be a purpose to that. What's on the back of
Yeah.
it? Just a black card. I mean, we haven't used these colours. So presumably they come into play at some point. Yeah, you would guess so.
All I can see is Roy. I can see Roy escaping.
So I feel we should do something with number 40.
With that picture.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
I agree. I want to show it to someone. Should we have a look at the route card from St. Louis to LA? We are on that route.
Okay, we can try it if you want.
We're going to get another penalty.
I think we're going to get another penalty. Let's have a look. This route is not worth taking.
So all of those route cards were penalties?
Not the first one.
Oh.
The first one wasn't.
Bit mean.
It is. I actually, yeah. I mean, the penalties are a bit mean. They're a bit of fun, but they are quite mean. They also fiddle with your time because you don't really find out how long it took you. Because you've lost your time is incorrect. If we look at the time, look at the time counting down, it's now not showing the exact amount of time we've been playing.
That's true. We've had like 7 penalties as well.
Oh, something like that. Right. Okay. So I don't know what to do here.
I don't know what to do here either. Do they have hint cards or anything?
They do. You can type a hint card. You can type a number into the card number into the app, and it will give you a hint. Well,
I'm getting stressed out now because we've only got.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh, let's maybe show this photo to them because if they're the henchmen and he's double crossing them, they would want to know. 54.
Okay, 54.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. It must be correct.
I don't have a card 54.
Oh, this must not be correct.
You were very confident, and I respect that. But unfortunately, in this case.
Maybe let's show this to the empty room. Is there 55?
Show it to the Eagle?
Yeah.
I haven't got anything in the 50s.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. Should we take a hint for card 12?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're going to take a hint because we don't want to sit here forever. Hint, card 12. Take a picture of this. We took a picture. I guess I wasn't precise enough. I thought I tried to take a picture. Okay, fine. So I was stuck because I'd already done that.
We did that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did that. It just
The timestamp will tell us.
Technology let us down. I did actually take a picture of the left of it. So how close? Because it blurs. It doesn't have the autofocus turned on the iPhone. Okay, so this is a technology gotcha. Oh my goodness, they don't make this easier. They should really enable autofocus on the iPhone app. Because at the moment, it doesn't matter if I tap on it or anything, it doesn't focus. And my phone would normally focus otherwise. Perhaps it works on other iPhones. This is the latest iPhone, as of the time of recording. iPhone 14.
Is it, how far
one.
away can it get into focus? Does it have to be quite far away?
Oh my goodness, we can't progress because the app won't let us. That's really annoying. Let's move all the other cards out of the way.
This is making me sad because we did take pictures of it.
Yeah, I did take a picture of the left of the card. Oh, I zoom really close, but it doesn't focus.
If we go all the way out, if we go sideways on.
Oh, sideways on, that's a good idea.
And then try and get a picture of the whole card, maybe.
We did that though.
There we go.
Well, you know what they say, if you fail, if it doesn't work, try again another 28, 29, 30 times.
I'd love to know how many pictures we took of that.
Yeah,
Maybe it keeps a log of them at the
Card
end.
4.
Oh, upsetting. Who is in such a hurry to leave the platform? We already answered that. It's obviously Roy with his socks, his too short trousers. Oh man, 7 minutes left.
Well, I'm not worried about the time because we lost time there. Hang on a minute.
Oh goodness, take card 42. Ooh. Right, we're going to Los Angeles. It's happening. There's our red-haired lady.
Ooh.
You are back on board. A woman stares at you and you engage in conversation. A reporter. My name is Smith. Ms. Smith.
Ooh.
What do you want? And it says we can get rid of card 12, which is the one that caused us so much despair. So I'll give that to
but
you.
we didn't actually get it wrong.
No, we didn't get it wrong.
Right, we've got this and this. We've got some pictures, but is she actually a reporter? She's not a reporter, is she?
No, we're reporters.
So we can.
We are stressed reporters.
And we know that she's the red-haired woman. Obviously, having red hair uniquely identifies you. So we know that she's a woman who was in this picture here.
To be fair, she's got the same hat on. I would consider that to be a distinctive hat.
It is very distinctive. You're right. Fair point. So, I assume we show her some of the evidence.
She's a red card, yeah.
We know that she's cheating or she's engaged in subterfuge, and ask her about it.
Should we go with 82?
I think 82.
Show
yes.
her the
So
picture,
combine this picture of her. We know that she was taking the case.
It's pretty
or giving the
incriminating.
case.
Ooh, okay. I don't know what you're talking about. You obviously have the wrong person. Well, we've just identified you because of your hat. She turns around to leave the car, listening to your reporter instinct. You quickly unsheathe your device.
Well, that sounds a little bit dodgy.
Camera. But should we take a picture of her?
Yeah, let's take a picture of her. Right,
no, the time's gone red.
That doesn't matter. This was your last picture, thank goodness. Take card 36.
Do we use all of the cards necessarily?
No, because often they're penalties.
Oh, okay, phew. You didn't manage to take a picture of the woman.
Oh, bug.
Oh.
Well, it looks like we did, but
upsetting.
whatever.
It made a picture noise. Anyway, but you did capture an image of a strange bottle she took out of her purse before she vanished.
Ooh.
You decide to head in the same direction to meet with the bakers at the front of the train.
Well, let's get rid of 82 and whatever 9 was. 9 was the camera.
9 was the camera, that's gone. So we're getting cards 17 and 19. There's 19. And there's 17.
Okay, so they go like this.
Oh, return this card immediately to the deck if you've not revealed card 36.
Have we? No, we have 36.
We have 36. Phew, I was tense.
36 is here.
Okay, we've got that. No sooner have you... Oh, they read together. No sooner have you passed the station of Salt Lake City when you hear an alarming noise coming from between the cars. Ooh. In the front car, Walter and Grace Baker argue fiercely over the confidential agreement each of them made with Roy. Each of them.
Or maybe they've made different agreements. We have only seen one agreement.
That's true. You're wondering where the latter may have gone. That's true. We are wondering where the latter may have gone.
Right.
Okay, and we've got a red...
No, we can combine this. These look a bit like 8, but I think that may just be coincidence. And then here, this, what on earth is this meant to be? Is that... Oh, there's one on each chair. Maybe it's just...
I think that's just lovely retro vintage.
Maybe. It looks like it's sitting on the chair, though. Oh, it's meant to be an armrest or something, isn't it? Okay.
So we've got a red... This is red, and I wonder if we...
Why
We're
is
wondering where the latter may have gone. Do we think that Roy has taken some evidence of something with him?
Well, I wonder if hearing an alarming noise between the cars means we have to press the penalty button on the app or something? What does it mean by between the cars? Is there something here on the back?
Between the cars?
Yeah. What does that mean? Also, we have some cards we haven't taken. You passed the state. These don't seem relevant. KR and New York to OC. You heard an alarming noise coming from between the cars. Are we supposed to press the penalty button? Are we supposed to show this picture to them?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
We haven't used this.
It says you're wondering where the latter may have gone.
We haven't used the strange bottle yet. Oh, this got something written on it. It says chloroform.
That seems like a bad thing to have a bottle of.
So let's try showing them this picture.
Yeah. So what's that?
Because if they're arguing, that maybe suggests the other one's the one doing the underhand stuff. That's 23.
Okay. Ooh. Well, yes, it's Roy's shoe. So what? What makes you think he would have left halfway through this route? You have a strange premonition.
And discard 4.
And discard 4. What do we have a premonition about?
I don't know. Zoom back out. You have a strange premonition. Is it something to do with halfway through the route? Is it something to do with symbols again on the picture?
Halfway through the route would be... We actually haven't got the other half of the route yet. We've only got as far as Santa Fe. I don't know where Los Angeles would be, but presumably over here. I don't think we've got lots of...
No. It's Roy's shoe. So what? What makes you think he would have left halfway through this route? Oh, what makes you think he would have left halfway through this route? Isn't that what the picture was? Have we got anything else we could do? We can show them.
Chloroform?
Yeah, but it's not a combinable object.
Yeah.
And this isn't a number. You have a strange premonition.
Premonition.
What is the alarming noise coming between the cars?
Has the red-haired lady just smothered someone with some chloroform?
Oh, that's what's supposed to be going on, isn't it? Yeah. I think you're right.
But how do we make that?
Well, we don't have any more blue
We've got
cards.
a minute left.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, well, you can't.
I mean,
see
I'm not
that.
worried about it, but
We have only got a minute left in
it's
that.
gone red just to alert us.
Yeah. You have a strange premonition. A feeling that something's going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like.
Well, maybe I'm meant to press the penalty button. Does that make any sense? Should we try it?
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a strange idea. Oh.
Look in the dark part between
That
the
was-
cars.
Okay, so what happened there was I pressed the button. Nothing good happened from pressing the button, except it advanced the time, which A, made us run out of time, and B, obviously reached a countdown where it told us to look at the dark part between cars 17 and 19. The dark part between cards 17 and 19, that's these two cards here. What does it mean?
We've got a card 18.
But what's in the... Yeah, okay.
But
perhaps.
between 17 and 19.
It says look at the dark part between the cards. And here's the dark part between the cards. Is it meant to look like a number? Is it meant to look like a 7? I think that's a bit of a stretch. Have you got a 7? We could take indeed 7 to 8. We probably should take 18, as you say.
I think we should.
Okay, so we didn't remember.
Someone has unlocked the two cars. Or
wow.
unhooked the two cars, and the chains cannot hold much longer.
Okay, so we're meant to take that, and then here it says wagon 19 and wagon 17. And then we've just been told to look at the dark areas. I think we would have noticed anyway. It's 33.
Yeah, 33. So we can get rid of loads of cards there.
Oh wow, okay, let's put it on the table. So we're getting rid of 17, 18 and 19, right?
Yeah.
No, 16, 17
14,
and 18.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, 14,
There's loads of cards.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, here we go. The situation is taking a disastrous turn. In the distance, Ms. Smith is smiling at you from the back of the train, now detached and slowing down, and the car you're on is dangerously accelerating. You're at the mercy of an out-of-control locomotive.
Ooh.
That doesn't seem good.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
And we still have the chloroform.
We've still got the yeah.
Picture of them arguing, and the close-up of them arguing, and the knowledge of who they are.
Should we take a picture of her?
Well,
oh no, the
it says-
camera's gone.
Yeah, and the briefcase, I presume we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Right, so now what do we do? This can be combined with something, but again we have nothing to combine with. In fact, Why have we kept card 19 but not 18, which it connects to? Oh, it's because we may not have got as far as this scene yet, right? So we probably actually don't need this, I imagine. We probably just need this.
Well, it says you're wondering where the latter may have gone. We haven't actually found
That's true. Let's keep this in
the
shot
letter.
just in case.
Yeah.
You are the out of control locomotive. What's on the back of this card? Orange. I feel we're going to use those at some point.
Yeah.
Are there numbers on the picture again? Is there a hidden number on that card?
I can't see anything there, really.
No, nor can I.
Nobody's used any chloroform yet, have they?
No, that's a valid point. No one's used any chloroform yet.
Ms. Smith is just New York to Oklahoma. Oh no, okay, so we're still stuck on this train.
Yes.
Somewhere in between
Is this something to do with the pictures of the map again?
Santa Fe. I've got no idea now.
But it says an out of control locomotive is in bold and underlined.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's relevant.
I'm just thinking about the routes that we've been on.
Now look at the numbers we've got left. So these are the cards we've got left. Is there anything on the back of them that could be useful? They're all blue and purple, and the part's a rainbow one. They're all blue and purple now. Is that relevant? She's wearing blue. I'm just trying to think what these are all on the back of the cards and shown to us, and we haven't used them yet. So would we split the train into blue and purple halves, perhaps?
I'm not sure what the significance of purple would be, though.
I'm not sure what we would do with it anyway, sort of turn them all over randomly. What about that one? The rainbow one. The rainbow can be any colour.
Oh no, I'm stuck now.
Yeah. Or possibly we're just trying to stop our out of control locomotive. Perhaps we're just
Yeah.
trying to survive at this point.
I mean, yeah.
What would we do to stop the locomotive? We'd run to the front, right? Let's take a hint on this card, yeah?
Yeah, 33.
Okay. How can you gain access to this locomotive? You may want to go back to the front car to get closer to it. Right. Well, now it all makes sense.
Naturally.
Well, I wondered if it is to do with the colours on the back of the car, but that doesn't make any sense.
The front car. I was wondering if it was the first card that we've got left.
That doesn't... Yes, it could be.
But it doesn't really make
That seems
any
a bit of a
sense.
stretch, then,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Because also you might have penalty cards, I suppose.
We've got K and R left
K and
here.
R. How can you get access to this locomotive? Maybe I want to go back to the front car.
Let's get closer to it. I don't think it's anything to do with the box or anything we've done before. Is it to do with a card we've used in the past? I don't think we were told where the...
We've only got rid of cards we've been told to get rid of.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh to use a card that you haven't been told to get rid. You have been told to get rid of, and I don't think that we. Yeah, the front car. Well, I mean, if the carriage numbers were 17, 18, 19, you'd think the front car wagon 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
You'd think the first wagon was
one.
yeah, one, wouldn't you? Or
Yeah.
10 or something. We don't have a one, do we?
Lot of wagon. No, the first card that we've got is 13.
Okay.
That's it. That's what it looks
Well,
like.
I don't want to take another hint. I don't want to take the
I
solution
do.
for that.
I want to take another hint.
Well, no, there isn't another hint.
Is
That's
there
the
not?
solution.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's take a hint for the chloroform. 36. Did you reveal cards 17 and 19? Yes, 17 and 19 were, for the record, this card, and
That's
19,
when we put 18 between them.
which we have here still.
She unlocked
What will Miss
linked.
Smith do with this chloroform? What? No hidden numbers here. I'm not quite sure how chloroform hints that there
that
is.
she's going to undo
that
the...
there's a car between them. If that car is meant to hint that there was a hidden car between them and that she chloroformed the coupling between the trains undone, I'm not sure I understand that
I'm
hint.
very confused.
No hidden number bracket S here. I feel that they could have done without the S. Anyways, that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. Should we try hint 23?
Yep, okay, so 23 is this one.
They're having a fight and she's showing him a paper.
Nothing to report. Very useful. Okay, well, let's take.
Shall we solution for
Yeah,
that?
I think we need to do that. Right. What card number is it? 33. So, would you like the solution for this card? Yes. I don't really understand that.
I don't understand that. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, the latter being the front car.
I don't understand that, but anyway, it means take card 20. I think
Yeah.
it's simply you're just supposed to be guessing. That's not necessarily the front car of the train, because we don't know how long the train is. That's requiring quite a lot of assumptions to be made.
I don't really understand how that could work, because...
The only way it makes sense is if you just literally work your way up car numbers until you get towards the... Why would that be the front of the train?
So if we'd taken 13, because also you don't know which... Because now, sort of, there are two fronts of the train.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you...
It doesn't tell you which side she's on when
It
she
doesn't
undoes
tell you what
it.
side she's on when she does it, so that doesn't make any sense at
That's really
all.
confusing. Let's have it.
Sort of randomly turning over cars, which is
Yeah.
essentially what it required you to do. I don't understand the logic there. I mean, there's a sort of logic.
I sort of want to know what would have happened if we turned over card 13.
It's half-hearted logic. Well, have a look.
Shall we?
Yeah.
What if it tells us off? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Right, return this card immediately to the deck. If you've not revealed card 33, we have 33.
We have.
So we have K and R. The locomotive is stuck at full speed. Having left Salt Lake City, you are now heading to Las Vegas. Not knowing what difficulties, underlined in bold, lay ahead on this railway. K and R.
K and R. Here
So
we
we've
go.
got a bit more map.
So we've got the rest of the map. We're going to Las Vegas.
The engine driver is dazed and stammers incoherently. Something speed, all buttons except white.
Yeah, unlock speed.
Unlock speed, all buttons except white. Yeah, I think that's right.
So on the app, we've got different coloured buttons.
Well, maybe there's a machine that opens or something. Oh, you're right. All buttons except white. Maybe we literally have to
show
press
that
all
on the
buttons to
screen?
white. Yeah, let's assemble the map first.
So the map is just showing us.
That must be relevant.
So
Sorry,
we're,
let me zoom out.
So we were going from Santa Fe, so we're about here. Is that right? Among the many blueprints, you find a map for the last part of this trip. Many blueprints.
Where did you read that? Oh,
Just here. We haven't found any blueprints, unless it means...
I think it means the rest of it, all of this, presumably. Or maybe it's referring to the blue track.
That's what I mean. But on the app, there are buttons.
There are buttons
There
on
are
the app.
buttons on the app, and if
Yeah.
we press...
They're all, there's one of each colour except for white. So maybe we do have to press all the buttons in order and then not press the white one.
Or speed, all buttons except white.
Well, that must
Or do we press them all at once?
unlock. Does it say speed, do you think?
Well, it's taken all the vowels out.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, first of all, so we're going from Salt Lake City to
Which is here.
Las Vegas. So Salt Lake City's here and Las Vegas is here. So there's 3 blue carriages. Do we have 3 blue cards? Because if so, I think we should take the 3 blue cards.
We do have blue.
Let's take the 3. Let's have a look at one of them. See if it makes
Let's
sense.
do that.
You found detailed maps of the route connecting Salt Lake City to Las Vegas. Okay. So I think the purpose of that map is to give us these 3 cards, which go together, not like that, obviously.
Not like that, but they...
Like
A
that.
bit more like that, yeah.
And then, where does this go? Oh, off the left. I'm so sorry. Just being damn slow. No, not off the left. Off here? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't line up, I
Are we
don't
missing
think.
another one? Oh, at the bottom? At the bottom.
Okay, I was slow.
There we go.
So we've built this. But that doesn't help us immediately, does it?
But we're going from Salt Lake City to Las Vegas.
Oh, command access. Enter the locomotive number. So we need to work out the locomotive number. And then it says, upside down here, it says speed limit. I'll show you. Speed limit is less than 3. So
Locomotive number. Was that on our ticket? Our very first ticket?
maybe, but it told us to discard it. Well, here's the very first ticket. Now it gives us a train number here. I think it means the carriage number for the locomotive. Command access, enter the locomotive number. So that's that green symbol is the machine. So we just need to work out what number the locomotive is. And I don't think it means 078632 because we wouldn't have discarded this card. I don't think it'll even let me type that in. It doesn't. Up to 4
Please enter
digits.
4 digits.
Well, up to 4 digits probably. So
Speed limit is less than 3.
what carriage number are we in? We're in the front carriage. Which number was
We're
that?
in 20.
Is it 21? Do you think? Should we try 21? Machine not found. 20?
Do we want
It
to
is
put-
20.
It is 20.
Okay. Right, so here's the machine. And what do we do now?
So we've got some colours on.
Yeah, unlock speed, all buttons except white. So presumably we press every button except the white one, do you think? So pink at the top, yellow in the middle, blue and red. Oh, the notch changer controlling the speed is unblocked.
Unblock.
Unblock speed. Discard K. So we're getting rid of this one.
Okay.
Right, now what? I think now we need to use this map, don't you? Somehow. Do we press the colours? Where are we going? Are we trying to
We were
stop?
going from Salt Lake City to Las Vegas.
Let's try turning the wheel first of all. So I'm pressing my finger on it. Oh,
So we've got,
that didn't do much.
on the order here, we've got something purple here, something red here, and something orange here. And we've got, on the app, we've got purple, red and orange levers.
Yes, okay. And we've got these numbers on the right. Can I tap them? No, nothing happens.
What happens if you tap the levers?
I can move them right. Oh, I got that wrong by pressing red
look,
first.
look, we want to go left track first at the purple lever. And we want to go like this, and then we want to go left track again. I think we move those to the left in that order. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. So purple to the left.
Purple to the left, then
Yes, we got that right.
then red to the left.
Well, what about why is there 1 to 8 on the app? I think there's 8 stages we can get right. Then we've got yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white.
We do.
So do we press yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white?
Should we try that? Try that?
Yellow? No.
So if we try the red lever next.
Yeah, red
'cause we
to the
didn't use
right.
the lever to the left because we want to go to the left.
Sorry, I'm done.
Or we don't.
So it's not red. Next. Are we ignoring yellow and white? Speed limit less than... Oh, the speed limit changes on the... Was the dial on the screen changing? If I show my phone here, was this dial moving as we change speed? I mean, can I slow down? That's the speed thing
So
here,
it's
the wheel.
unblocked.
So I can turn the wheel to change the speed, perhaps. What do you reckon? Well, first of all, pressing purple was correct. So we're going on the right thing. The speed limit is less than 4. So next time we come across on this route, the speed limit is less than 4. So I think we need to slow down the train. So surely I hold the wheel maybe until it slows down. Oh, look, I'm turning the wheel and it's slowing down to... Oh, it's trying to slow down to less than 4, right?
Yeah. So now we can.
3.
Now we can try the red.
Okay, so we've done that.
Or now do we try
Now we try yellow,
white,
white,
yellow, white,
white,
yellow.
yellow, white.
Okay, great. Now we've got red to the left. Okay, so we're just doing them all. Oh. We want to go.
Yeah, I've
Now
done
our
red to the
speed's
left.
gone back up, so we want to go back to under 3.
Speed less than 3. So I'll turn the wheel again.
Yeah.
Most of the difficulty is working out. Why did that not work? Is it greater than 3? Or less than 3? It's upside down. I find it hard to read. It's definitely speed limit is less than 3. So we've
We've done red.
just done red. And now we want speed limit less than 3. I just did that and it penalised me. So at the moment our speed
Should we
limit...
try it again?
Obviously this isn't labelled, but we're assuming that going to the left is lower.
Yeah.
Less than 3. I did less than 3. Let's just do 1. I did 2 before and that didn't work.
There isn't anything else here, is there? So we've gone past red.
I don't really
Do
understand.
we just try yellow next?
Okay. Nope. We must have to do the speed limit. I don't really understand why turning this dial back. Let's turn it to the right. Nope, that didn't work either. We've had a lot of penalties, I think.
Yeah, and the sound of the runaway train in the background is making me...
Maybe when it says speed limit less than 3, it means set speed limit to 3, which obviously is not correct, but let's try it. Wow!
But it's not... It's
Oh, they're
less than 3.
Yeah, the bottom is 0, perhaps. Oh, why is it gone full screen like that?
I've got no idea.
I've lost the ability to interact with it.
Can you...
Oh, I can still press it, but it's faded out. I think it's a bug in the
Oh,
app.
we're in a tunnel. That's why.
Oh, okay.
We're in a tunnel, so we want to press yellow.
Oh, that's very clever.
And
It's
then
not a bug at all.
purple.
I was far too quick to say that.
Okay. So we need to do something with yellow and purple.
I pressed yellow and purple.
No, I know, but it didn't say no. Do we hold them down?
Okay. Well, holding down yellow, holding down purple. Oh, I just started tapping them really fast and it worked.
And then
That's weird.
this is really hard to figure out. And then we want to go orange to the left.
Yes. And finally,
We just arrive in Las Vegas.
so I stopped it. I turned it to
Yeah.
0. Okay, so what we were meant to infer is that the leftmost dial on here, the leftmost notch on the gauge was 0. And then when it said less than, it meant exactly 1 less than. So I was incorrect when I was turning it to what I said was 3, because that was actually 2. But I had tried 1 and 0.
Yeah.
So I guess 0 was wrong. But I don't understand why 1 is not less than 3. But anyway.
I don't understand why zero's wrong as well.
So let's turn that. Well, it's not technically wrong, is it? Let's turn the train to 0. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
You managed to stop the train at the very last moment before you reached Las Vegas. It never crossed your mind that one day you would be a hero. Well, there we go.
I don't feel like a hero, I'm not going to lie.
No, I feel like we would have crashed the train multiple times by now. But you can't rest on your laurels. You still need to write your article. The boss does not wait.
Start the questionnaire.
Okay.
Is that... Oh.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get rid of this.
How long was your
This
trip?
is were you paying attention? Were you paying attention?
Oh.
Right, how long was your trip?
We haven't got any units here.
Well, it's the train carriages, I think.
I assume so, but it could be 22 minutes, which it definitely wasn't for us.
How long was your train journey?
Okay, we have to remember where we went now. We started in New York.
So you count, I'll point. 1, I'll count, forget what I just said. Which way did we go to start with?
That's what I'm trying to work out.
Did we
went
just go
from-
direct, I think, right?
to St. Louis.
Did we not go via Chicago?
Yeah, we did. We went on the green and...
I think we went green and pink to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Then we went, not taking any green routes, to
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Santa Fe. And then we went to Salt Lake City.
20, 21, 22, 23,
And then we took the blue route
24, 25, 26.
to Las Vegas.
We think 26.
So we think 26.
Okay. Did you take into account the duration of the stop-offs? No, because I was talking about the number of...
No, 26. Does it tell us how many hours it was?
It just says how long, which I thought was a distance, which I measured in train carriages.
But didn't it say it was 7 hours or something? And then, I mean, I really wasn't paying attention to that.
Wow, when it says how long, it means what was the duration of, not what was the length of. Okay, so counting the train stops wasn't what it meant.
No.
We're supposed to go back through all the cards and then add up the number of... Well, that's a fun little extra thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and we had 2 half-hour stopovers as well. That's why it's told us that.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
All right, well, I don't consider that entertaining. But here we go. So
it's the ones where we had 2 stops, didn't we? And it kind of told us.
yeah, we just need to add them up, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, there's one. You take that.
Thank you. So I'll put that here. But it says 12 hours after leaving St. Louis, you reach a new stop-off. Oof, that was a long time.
So that question should really have been
Back to
how
that.
many hours.
Well, it would have been nice if it said hours next to the numbers. Thank you very much. We've got another one. St. Louis, a half-hour stop. You've already completed the first part of your trip. It took 7 hours to get to, what does it say? St. Louis Station.
I'm not convinced that why would you be remembering that as you went? I'm not convinced that going through all the cars and adding up the numbers on them adds anything to the game.
I think it's because we're reporters, so we're meant to have been a bit more observant.
You just look at your watch or your hourglass that you're carrying around your neck or whatever.
Your pocket watch. We might have a pocket watch.
You might. Right. There
So
we
is
go.
that what we've got? You've already completed the first part of your trip. It took 7 hours to get to St. Louis.
Where are you looking? Here.
Here. That's here. Sorry. It took you 7 hours to get to St. Louis. So then we get to St. Louis, a half-hour stop. So we've got 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours after leaving St. Louis. So 7.5 hours plus 12 hours.
Yeah. 19 and a half
It's
hours.
19.5 hours. And then we have another half-hour stop there. So we've got 20 hours. And
yeah.
then we don't know how long it took us.
Is there a fixed timing? Is the number of hours equal to the number of gaps, I guess? So it took 7 hours to get to St. Louis, means that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, the number of hours is the number of train carriages. So we add up these. So
it's whatever we had before.
That's the puzzle.
26 plus an hour because we've got 2 half-hour layovers.
27. Okay, yeah, fine.
So we were sort of right.
We were sort of right.
And sort of wrong.
And sort of wrong. That's why 26. Kid didn't tell us we were wrong. It gave us a hint. Which tycoon initially held the majority? Was it Walter? Or was it Roy?
I can't remember.
It was Roy, wasn't it? It actually says on this card.
It does.
Wants to buy Grace and Roy's shares, him.
I think it might have told us right at the very beginning. We can pass if we want to.
I think it's Roy.
No. I think
it's Grace. Who sabotaged the train? It was Roy, right? No.
No, it was Ms. Smith, wasn't it?
Yeah, but on behalf of Roy, I think.
Well, that's an assumption.
It isn't definitely an assumption. A correct one, though. What pen name do you wish to use for signing your article?
You can make one up.
Gareth and Laura. Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a very clever pen name.
We still don't know what happened with the chloroform.
I didn't really understand that puzzle. I think we finished.
Okay.
8th of 7th, 1902. New crossing records. This commemorative railroad trip will be remembered in more ways than one. First, for having set a new record for crossing the continent, more specifically on the Salt Lake City to Las Vegas section, where the limits have been brilliantly surpassed.
But it is probably for the consequences on the railroad industry that we will remember this trip. With the majority at the start of the trip, Grace Baker, the company owner, almost had her monopoly stolen from her when her brother and uncle made a deal.
The uncle, Walter Baker, succeeded nevertheless in finding common ground with his niece. More specifically, after our team of reporters managed to uncover and thwart sabotage, orchestrated by no other than the brother, Roy Baker, and a mercenary going by the name of Ms. Smith. Roy
Baker's intentions remain to this day unclear. Riddled with debts, he engaged in double dealing with his family, trying to take advantage of the situation, and would have probably inherited a substantial empire had his plan succeeded. He was seen for the last time fleeing Santa Fe, heading to El Paso.
What will this family saga bring us next? For the New York Times, the railroad adventurers Gareth and Laura. So I press X. There we go. We got 3 out of 5.
Wow.
We took 5 penalties and took 76 minutes, 55 seconds.
Wow.
Took 3 hints. Although to be fair, I think that two of those hints were a bit unhelpful, really.
Yeah, and we definitely spent 5 minutes trying to take a photograph of a foot that we'd already taken.
That's true.
It might not have been
at least 5 minutes. Yeah, plus some time faffing around. I think we did all right, don't you?
I think that was really difficult, actually.
Yeah.
That was There were definitely much fewer clues because I thought it started quite well. I thought we were quite good at picking up what was going on there.
Yeah.
But
would you rate that easy? Did it say easy on the
I
box?
wouldn't. I would rate part one easy,
yeah.
but I think that was quite tough, and I think there were a couple of times where we were caught out by things that weren't immediately obvious / unlucky, like trying to take a picture of a foot for a really long time, which was the right answer.
It is frustrating when it's the technology that's the issue.
Yeah, or when you've dismissed the right answer because you don't have confirmation that it's the right answer, which is a shame.
It's true, and I think also that having to make assumptions about which cards to take is slightly problematic. It's always the case, always the issue with these games, but
it's risky, isn't it? Because you don't want to give yourself a penalty.
And also because the cards don't tell you where you continue from, usually.
Yeah.
Then you might take a card that you are convinced is correct. Like, for example, deciding to go a particular way up the train numbers.
Yeah.
And take that card.
We thought 13 was the front car.
It's just to guess.
Well, I did enjoy it.
We did enjoy it, but I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you did, and even if you didn't, please do join us in another one of these videos. We're going to be doing one a week. We've done 2 already prior to this one. This is our 3rd. We're already got plans for a few more, and hopefully forevermore after that, if you enjoy them. Well, maybe not forevermore. That is a long time. Perhaps that's just impossible mathematically speaking. But do please join us in a future video, and also do subscribe to the channel. There should be a button somewhere down here, thereabouts, around about. You should be able to subscribe to the channel, make it easier to find future videos, and hopefully they'll be recommended to you too, which is, I think, a good thing, don't you?
I think so. I do. I'd watch more of our videos.
Well, there we go. So I guess all that really remains for me to do now is to tell you, do click around, have a look down in the comments, and have a look, leave your comments, tell us what you thought of the puzzles, whether you got stuck or thought it was obvious when we were stuck.
Yeah, if you have any advice for us next time.
Yeah, it's a good tip, some good tips. And also there's, in the description, I've put some links to some of our other, some of my other and some of our other solves. And then up to the top left here, right at the end of the video, there'll be a link to some of my Christmas Advent Calendar puzzle solves as well.
Very festive. But
until the next of our solved videos, all it remains is for me to say goodbye.
And for me to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.